What's up, everybody? Jump in here. Hey guys, I am back with the Skyrim Legendary walkthrough. In the last episode, we were doing the Forgotten Vale. I showed you where you can get 2 of the Frost Giants. In the episode before that, I showed you where you can get the other 2 Frost Giants. And now, in this episode, we're going to be finishing up the main story here, and finishing this place up. And we will also be getting the final Frost Giant. Now, one thing I figured out after I cut it off last time, I went to go spend some of these gems and hopefully find Ariel's shield, because it's the only real unique item you get for doing the whole Frost Giant thing. And what I realized was that I was actually totally wrong, because they kept talking about how there's 2 pretty well hidden Frost Giants. And I would think that one of the 2 of them would contain the gem that would take you to the place to get Ariel's shield. But I was actually wrong. Apparently, it's the final one here in the temple that will allow you to get that shield. And now that's a really cool shield. It's a unique item. So I'm sure if you are wanting to get anything from doing this, that's what you want. You want the shield. So, in fact, you don't really have to get the other Frost Giants if you don't want to. It's not really a big deal. I mean, obviously, if you are wanting to complete the whole thing, yeah, go for it. But, I don't know. I find it very strange that they would do that. Like, they have 2 of these Frost Giants, which are, pretty well hidden, kind of off to the side. You kind of have to look around for a little bit to find them. And yet, those gems that you get really don't give you anything special. Like, everything else besides the shield is just kind of randomly generated. It's just whatever items that you can get really in any other chest. So it's really not really worth doing all of it if you don't want to, but it's whatever. Alright, so this will be the final place of the Forgotten Vale, and once we get done with this quest, we can actually go and complete the Dawnguard DLC. All we have to do is go and fight the main vampire guy. Now, if you want to find this final giant, he's going to be right over here. You need to take the picture, and you put it on there. It opens up the door. Now we can go ahead and run in here. He's going to be in here just chilling. Let's take his ass out. You gonna die, giant. I want your gem. Okay. So now he's gonna have it. It's the ruby one. And that's the one that you can use to actually... Well, that's just the one that you can use to get the shield. Anyway, one thing I should say over here, you can take that picture, come over here, put it on here, we'll open the door, and there's just some, it's like a chest, some arrows, some pretty nice stuff in there. If you want to do that, I'm not going to do it, but you can. And another thing too, a lot of these guys, these frozen people, will have well, they'll have items in their hands. So if you want to just take time to kind of look at each item and see if there's anything good, I mean, by all means, go for it. Because I think I've been able to find some pretty cool stuff before. I'm not too sure. They might be randomly... No, I don't think they're randomly generated. But they do have, items in their hands. So, alright. Now we need to go confront this guy's brother. He's going to be over here. Just got to follow the path. I turned up my volume a little bit, my game volume, so that we can hear the dialogue, because I've had it really low. I like it better like that. I think I'm going to continue to do that. Turn it down really low when I'm not in dialogue, turn it back up for dialogue, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, now this fight, the first stage of this fight is actually really easy. The second stage can be a little complicated. I'll get into that when I get there, but this guy, when you actually have to fight him, his magic is very strong. So that's the problem. Just like honestly, any person you fight that is a highly ranked enemy in the game, if they use magic, their magic will just dominate you super quick. Alright, so we need to go talk to this guy or confront him.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow? You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me. Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Okay, so now we're gonna get confronted by enemies, and we have to do this whole part. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of moaning and groaning, guys. Just warning you, a lot of as I fight, so I don't even really want to commentate this part because I know it's just annoying. This part's real easy though. Just gonna be fighting enemies and all that. Quite a few enemies though you have to go through. It's pretty cool. You do want to save though. I have to be honest. Like once you get done with this part with the fighting these. Oh, I'm hitting her by accident. You do want to save your game though, because if you don't and you die or something, you have to do the whole part over again.
Wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's pulling down the ceiling.
Now you can look up and watch this, but you know she warns you, watch out, he's pulling down the ceiling. But until you actually get in the way of it, it won't come down. See, once I walked past it, it came down. So it's really cool though, just the fact that he did that. And there's not too much left of this. It's just, oh god, looks like he pulled down more of it. All right, take that bitch out.
Done and done. Where'd you come from?
Now this is the final little part with this these enemies. Once you get to the frost guy, then you gotta just kill the rest of these things, and basically you know you're done once you kill everything that's here, like every one of the statues or frozen things, and then you'll know you're done. I'm almost freaking dead.
Done and done.
No! I won't let you ruin centuries of preparations!
Fucking crazy and epic.
Are you alright? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
Alright, apparently I cannot equip anything, but yeah, definitely save it at this point. This is where you want to like get a quick autosave or just save your game, just in case you do die, because you don't want to have to sit through all that again. So we can confront him. I can also level up too if I want.
Enough, Werther. Give us the bow.
How dare you! I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Ariel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You were waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery is this?
Alright, so now we have to fight him. What's really funny about this fight is that you can actually knock him off the ledge with like unrelenting force or something like that.
Farewell.
If you do that and he falls down, it's just hilarious, but you will, I think you will lose your chance to actually get his armor, which is somewhat of, well, it's a unique like light armor set if you want to take it. Also, he has some pretty nice stuff on him, so let's take all this crap. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to his brother real quick, and we can get the bow.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Werther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him. What? What are you talking about? A vampire. I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here. Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you. You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the Chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
Okay. Now you can talk. Let's first grab the bow. And then you can talk to him. And at any point, you can get these arrows. So you just gotta come back here. He's normally in this location. So you just gotta talk to him and ask him about... I'm gonna skip this dialogue, guys, just because I'm not too interested in like sitting here listening to all this. He just talks about the bow and how, you know, it's an amazing weapon and all this other crap. Yeah, here we go.
If you were to bring me some good quality, certainly. I can only do 20. I'm afraid I'll need elven arrows if you want me to produce.
Okay, I don't even have that many arrows, but you need the elven arrows to actually do that. So anytime you have those, go for it. Now, very important. I mean, this is extremely important. You need to talk to Serana. For some reason, this has happened to me before. If you do not talk to her, I don't think she follows you. Like, she will stay in this location. I've literally left this entire area and had to come all the way back because she did not come through the teleporter with me. So be sure to talk to her, because that's our next, like, that's our next objective on our list.
Not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful. I think we both know. It's time to face my father. If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives. I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not easy, but I don't think we have much of a choice. No, this has to end here and now. If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Okay, so now our objective is to go talk to Isran. Or Isran, whatever. Okay, so what's cool about this place is that you can take this place to go anywhere you want. This is the one you want to go to, because I'm going to go get the shield real quick. And once we get the shield, I'll be done here. I don't have to come back. I'm not even really interested myself in like turning in the rest of these like gems or whatever and getting all the different items. Like I said, almost every one of the items you get are randomly generated. They're nothing real too special, just random swords and armor and whatever, loot, basically. If you want the loot to sell, or if you just want the loot in general, go for it. I don't really care. So, alright, once you get here, it's a little confusing, but this is right by the frozen lake. Let me actually, I guess I can keep the sound up. But if you look over here, this is the best way to tell. There's like a little crack. I'm looking right at it right now. We want to go over there. Because if you cut through this little like crack in these rocks, this will take us to where that one frost giant was. If you remember, he was in that cave directly in front of me. But when we come over here, this is where we can turn in these things. So we need to turn in the ruby one, because that's the one that's actually going to take us to where we need to go. Like I said, I was actually like experimenting with these, because I didn't know which one of these would actually take me to the place I needed to go. Yep. It's the forest, though. This shield's a little trolly. It actually is. Like, I think an enemy is like, I think either an enemy has it or something. Like, you have, this is the only place I think that actually has enemies in it when you come here. There's also a chest with just random items, but it's the shield we want. So let's take a look. Should be an enemy up here. There's a troll. Snowberry. I'll take the snowberry. Yeah, they're fighting over here. So it's not the troll, it's this guy. Yeah, he actually has the shield on him right now. So, see what I'm saying? Like, you can actually miss it. I think if you kill this guy and then you leave, and let's say you never grab the shield, his body, if it disappears, you will never be able to get the shield. So there you go. Get that. And here's the chest if you want to get what's ever in it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, every chest you get here is basically just randomly generated items. So it's not really important. Now we can go ahead and leave. I could probably use these gems as just like decorations. I always like to do that. Like, take a house and just throw all my unique items inside in random locations so I can display them for myself, because God knows nobody else will ever really see your house but yourself. But yet so many people, like, that's what they really like to do. Like, they'll get all these random items and they just like stockpile their house with them and display them, and it's just cool. I don't know, it's just a nerdy thing you can do. Alright, give me the gem. Now we can leave. I'm trying to remember what's the best way to get out of here. Alright, well, if you come over here, this will bring us back on the path to get back to the Wave Shrine. And I would probably say the shrine is your... You know what? I take that back. You can just fast travel out of here. I'm tripping. So there you go. Just fast travel out of here. Don't... I was thinking like, oh, I gotta go back to the Darkfall Passage Cave and go through that again. No. Just fast travel out of there and you're good to go. Anyway, so once... I'm trying to look and see. I don't think I'm going to actually end Dawnguard DLC in this episode. I'll probably end it in the next episode. But we will talk to Isran and listen to all this dialogue. And then in the next episode, we'll go and fight the vampire guy and take him out. And then we can actually become a necromage and do all that fun stuff. So pretty soon here, I'll show you like some crazy cool vampire tricks for enchanting and alchemy and all that. Because I don't really like to do it for combat's sake, but I do like to do it. What's really nice is that I can actually get myself 100% spell absorption. So good. It's so amazing. Like, you have to get it. If you don't know how to get it, I'll show you how to get it. Once you get 100% spell absorption, you will never have to worry about taking any damage besides physical damage. You can fight dragons and they won't do nothing to you. Dragons will do 0 damage to you unless they bite you and attack you that way. Which now, you can actually get that one perk to make it so dragons' melee attacks do 25% less damage. That perk was super glitched. It comes from the... It's like a little side quest you can get from the main story. But forever that quest was glitched. It was such bullshit. Now they fixed it apparently with this new update, so I'm really excited I can finally get that.
You have Oriel's bow. I've heard it described in tales, but I could never have imagined its beauty. Indeed, the day hasn't been won while Harkon still walks Tamriel. But what of Serana? Can she be trusted to lift a blade against her own kind, her own family? I suppose that's as much as I can hope for. Let me address the Dawnguard and then we'll be off. The men deserve to know that we finally gained the upper hand.
Everyone, gather round. Come on then, we haven't got all day.
I hate Serana and how she just randomly will walk through like epic moments in this DLC. It's like, just stand still for a second, Serana. Because I want to like sit here and look all cool.
For too long, we've allowed these vampires to poison the night and kill our people. Now, we finally have the means to strike back. We now have Ariel's bow. The gods themselves have favored us, and we must answer with action. The time has come to finally put an end to Harkon and his unholy prophecy. We will march on their lair and destroy those wretched abominations so they can no longer corrupt our world.
This is our fight, and this is our fate. This is the time of the Dawnguard!
Kill the abominations!
Give him a crossbow bolt between the eyes for me! Send the troll after them!
It's time we take the fight to their door. Gather your things and rest well, my friend. We meet outside Castle Volkihar.
Well, you can relax. I have it under control.
Alright, so we are now done with that. So in the next episode we will go there, kill that son of a bitch, and finish this once and for all. So I will see you guys then. I hope you have a nice day, and peace out.